He who laughs stylish, as the old word goes, and Wendy Williams is easily in the midst of a fit of hysterical because she has absolutely played ex-husband Kevin Hunter and his doxy Shireena Hudson for suckers when she cut them off, ruining their 15-time affair in the process. Now that Kevin has exhausted his attempts to wring further plutocrat from Wendy, Shireena is reportedly packing her bags and leaving him to deal with their mounting debt and support his family on his stinky payment. We have been following the story of Wendy Williams' divorce for some time, and it looks like effects are just getting nastier for her ex-husband. The man is set to be ditched again, and this time it's Shireena who wants to kiss this drama farewell forever. If you are interested in chancing out more, watch the entire videotape to the end. By now, you cannot have missed the news that Kevin Hunter has gone void since Wendy Williams stopped paying him alimony. Numerous are of the opinion that Shireena is a swindler who'll use everyone to support her lavish life. Considering Shireena has been living off Wendy for over a decade, we're hardly surprised by this. Shireena, who'll be 37 in 2023, has been living like a queen thanks to Kevin, who has been using Wendy's plutocrat to lavishly reign Shireena with presents and finance her fallacious business plan. Since the morning of their love, Shireena had the audacity to sleep with Kevin, who was wedded, and induced him to leave his woman Wendy despite Hunter's turndown to disjoin Wendy. Shireena ultimately got what she wanted when Wendy filed for divorce after getting pregnant. We'd love to see Shireena's face when she said about that Wendy played them, and Kevin Hunter wouldn't be getting a single song. Shireena presumably allowed she had won life's lottery and was living the good life without any liabilities, without transferring a CV, without working for minimal pay envelope, without doing thankless jobs for the rest of her life, and without dealing with demanding heads and associates. There have been rumors that Kevin and Shireena's relationship is on the verge of collapse because of Shireena's constant bullying on Instagram and Kevin's hopeless attempts to wring plutocrat from Wendy by going public with a sob story about alimony. Wendy Williams will not be paying Kevin Hunter any child support. An ex-executive patron of The Wendy Williams Show solicited a New Jersey judge to order his partner to continue paying him alimony, but the judge reportedly denied his plea, saying that Hunter's requirements weren't imperative and dismissing the case without prejudice. As reported by Radar, the 50-time-old's attempts to have Williams, his woman from 1999 to 2020, paid for his legal representation were also denied by the judge, but the judge made it unequivocal in the papers that the parties are to share in binding arbitration. Thus, it seems the justice recommended that Hunter try planning with Williams rather of going to court. The issues girding the severance payments and they're disputed and thus need to be intermediated, the document stated. After regular alimony payments from the day Princess desisted in February 2022, Hunter filed a stir in November 2022 asking for a reinstatement of those payments, claiming he was beggared and unfit to pay his bills. I have fallen behind on utmost of my bills. The father of two who shares Kevin Hunter, 22, with Williams, and a youthful son with mate Shireena Hudson, claimed in the stir, I presently live in a community that requires payments to the homeowner association, and I am before on that bill if the homeowners association freights aren't paid for. Check will soon follow. Hunter noted of his current situation, my auto insurance hasn't been paid as a result of not entering yearly severance payments. I am before on credit card payments because I've no plutocrat since the severance payments were suspended. This appears to be a palm for Wendy so far, but if Hunter pursues agreement that may change, the parties are to share in binding arbitration, the judge said in a statement. The issues girding the severance payments and they're disputed and thus need to be intermediated. According to the action filed by Hunter, 50th ex-shock jock ceased paying alimony after she was lit off from Talkwoo, the establishment responsible for producing The Wendy Williams Show, due to her suspense from the mega hit day top program. Wendy's attorneys filed a stir for divorce, citing the star's fiscal difficulties in October 2021, around the time she faded from the show owing to multiple health issues. Sanctioned records revealed she had stopped entering a stipend on October 15th of 2021. Complainant was informed by Talk WWE that her contract was being suspended and that no compensation shall accrue or be outstanding to plaintiff for the duration of complainant's disability, any capacity, stated Williams' attorney. They also noted that Hunter understood and agreed that all severance payments shall be subject to either termination or revision if Wendy's contract wasn't renewed and or else suspended, canceled, or terminated. We are not privy to the details of how Hunter and Shireena Hudson first met, but they've been an item for quite some time, Wendy Williams said as important in an interview with SiriusXM in 2021. This inked girl for nearly 15 times of our marriage. I have known about her nearly since the morning. That could explain why Wendy formerly told Shireena's Otto. Hunter and Hudson were brooded to have gotten together in 2007 at a party held by Wendy Williams in New York City, and since also prints of the two have appeared online. Who exactly is this Shireena Hudson? Her age is suspected to be about the mid-30s, and she's said to have worked as a massage therapist in New York City. Their son, Kevin Hunter's love child, was born to her in March 2019. Hudson has a number of professions listed in her Instagram memoir, including pen developer, cook, an entrepreneur. She became a vegan after times of dealing with a bacterial condition, and now she runs an establishment called Vegan Nose, which specializes in vegan foods and nutrition. She also innovated Vish, a line of high-end athletic apparel, once his divorce from Williams was homogenized in 2020. Hunter appears to have set up a comfortable place in his new part as a father. Brilliant's ex-boyfriend, who's now 49 times old, allegedly proposed to his baby ma with a huge diamond ring going 80,000 bones. The happy family has dislocated to Florida in recent prints, showed them out and about with their son. According to The Sun, the former television patron is now living the good life as an original businessman in Boca Raton, where he operates a hairstylist shop named Headhunters. Reportedly, he and Hudson are raising their sprat together in a posh Coral Springs neighborhood. Living alone in a New York City penthouse is a far cry from Wendy Williams' busy routine as a day talk show presenter. Wendy reportedly stopped talking to her musketeers, and an insider simply informed the some that she doesn't suppose her podcast would be successful. The source said that lately the former host has been reaching out to former musketeers to meet up. She's been calling people saying like, hey, let's have regale, but she's acting like all this time hasn't passed. It's this out of the blue call with no update on how she's doing or anything. When she reaches out, she acts as if we went out to eat last week. What's further, the insider added that when she does talk about anything particular, she goes into dyed lines about how she's single. Wendy Williams, 57, claims that she's now moving on from the baby ma fermentation that has agonized her. This time, she told The View, it's now time for me to move on with my life, despite the fact that she seems to have been abandoned by both her directors and her bank. Her son seems to have been on